Among the debris of an old airfield at Thruxton in Hampshire, a once famous racing motorcycle, the Norton, is being redeveloped. Sponsored by the rich tobacco industry, the dream at Norton's is to emulate the past days of glory.
Hello, my name is Frank Perez, team manager of the John Player Norton team. I want to know, is it possible to book the circuit for the 15th and 16th of May?
The team's manager, Frank Perez, was himself a successful racer. Today, Perez must remain in the pits and service the needs of his #1 rider, Peter Williams. Williams is not only #1 rider, but John Player Norton's research and development engineer.
God, what a bloody journey.
A one-time painter, plumber, poodle clipper completes the team.
Right, lads.
#2 rider, Dave Croxford.
What time we call this? What time we call this?
Croxford and Williams ride out to evaluate performance. For soon they challenge the world's best in the Formula 750 power bike race at the Isle of Man TT. John Stewart, a metalworker based in South London, is also an entrant. It is his first TT. Dedicated to his off-the-peg Norton, like a lover to his mistress, he gives his time and wages developing a machine to win race, fame, and fortune.
Okay, sit down. Stop.
Graham Bentman is to ride the machine.
Feeling up all right. Been up to the hospital this morning and things are looking pretty good. They said, a couple of weeks, which is just time enough.
Well, you're going to have to hold this piece, anyway.
For the Stewart team, a moment of truth. Not for them the big track and replacement machines, but Barnes allotments. 200 yards of pitted road, where the 5-gear bike might reach third between the flowering cherry and the rhubarb patch. Success is having started, but even the professionals have had problems. Enough to worry Peter Williams.
These bikes are ready for the TT now. They have to be. This is the first time we've done any real testing, and unfortunately, because of shortage of time and shortage of engine parts, and amount of time to work on engine parts, we have to use these engines in the TT, and therefore we can't do too much testing at one go.
Final adjustments are made. The road holding is checked. Not that it bothers Dave Croxford.
And today I think, I was quite pleased with them. Thing is, I always had sort of my own sort of bikes in the past, and handling never really come into it. I just used to get on them and screw them down the road. But of course now, they say, "Oh, Dave, your bike's wobbling." I say, "Oh, what's that? It looks all right to me, But of course they say, "Oh, no, you better change this and change that."
It's good, fine. Could you put a hand on each of them, Frank?
To prepare the bike for a TT race has cost Stewart over £400. For the John Player Norton team, over 2,000. yet the returns are small. £750 for a win, 10 for finishing. What then is the mystique of the Isle of Man Tourist Trophy? Since the first race of 1911 won at a speed of 42 miles per hour, men like Stewart have been drawn on an annual pilgrimage to contest a race that has already taken the lives of 100 riders. The island's lifeblood arrives by the shipload.
This year, I want you to take it slower. And I say slower this year, and no fooling around on the promenades.
Under the watchful eye of the law, the enthusiasts flow in, enriching the bank accounts of island landladies, hotels and bars. But the race itself is impoverished. Explained by race commentator Eddie Fitch.
This is the biggest free show in the sporting calendar. Everybody who comes over here to watch watches for nothing except the few who pay for the grandstand here and 1 or 2 around the course. Compare that with the Continental Grand Prix, where they have a revenue of somewhere around about £250,000 or even more.
Top stars Agostini and Reed refuse to ride in this year's race, for with little income, start money is small and safety precautions minimal over the 37 3/4 mile course.
Well, I go around with the helmets to instruct marshals on the correct way of taking them off in the event that they have to attend to an injured rider on the road, you know. When you reach an injured rider, if the visor's still down, tear the visor off so you get some air. The visor's held down, 2 press studs on each side so it'll come off quite easily. When you've got the strap undone, kneel behind the injured rider and hold the straps out like that. Place your thumbs in the aperture and tilt the helmet slightly forward and withdraw. Now this helmet is quite tight to get off, so you have to be extremely careful, otherwise you pull his head off.
John Player Norton will this year contest races all over the world, wherever the start money is best. But unless safety and prizes improve, this could be Williams's last TT.
You're now approaching Hanley's, which is another fast corner.
I remember a crash here last year. One came around a bit too fast and he broadsided and hit the hedge. The second one just ran into the wreckage, and they weren't badly injured. One had a collarbone and the other one was a fractured leg, but they all lived to tell the tale.
When the rescue helicopter takes off, it means a serious crash. This year there will be 21 crashes.
When you reach the bottom, there's a very sharp left-hand bend and you must keep it into the left all the way down, otherwise you end up on the wrong side of the road.
Remember when Herrero came off here?
Pardon?
Remember when Herrero came off
Yes.
on the 13th?
Yes.
Straight through the fence.
Nobles Hospital Douglas prepares for its annual intake. This year there will again be casualties and 1 man will die. As Stewart travels, news comes of 2 more deaths, the result of a multiple pile-up at Monza in Italy. The young world champion Saarinen, once seemingly invincible, is dead.
Well, Saarinen has been killed now. There has to emerge now someone that any sport, I think, has to have. The absolute top, you know, the best in the world. And I think without Saarinen, at this very moment, we haven't got one again. We've got Agostini, and we've got Reed, but I'm afraid they've been around too long. They have been beaten. They have been beaten by Saarinen. And we've got to get someone back again that can beat them. And the sport won't be the same without that someone. I hope it's me.
The TT lasts for 2 weeks. First week is practice. For the mechanics, adjustments, long unpaid hours, frayed tempers. For the riders, there's the circuit to learn. The second week, 188 riders will contest 8 races, but before the leaderboard shows their progress, before they even get to the starting grid, they must race through the morning mists of practice week. Graham Bentman's enthusiasm will cost the family £200. His wife, Christine, accepts philosophically.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, it's all motorbikes every evening. It's like open house. People just come round when they like, and they come in for coffee. And we've also got our own racing components firm, so people come to buy things. Well, I run that in the day, and then they come round in the evening if they want to see Graham, and Graham helps them out.
Bentman has ridden the island before as an amateur. He knows what to expect of the course, but as yet has little comprehension of the pressures to win in this professional league. To be well placed could affect his career.
You know, I would hope that one day I could give up full-time employment, as I am employed, as a clerk of works, you see. And in fact, if I could do this, well, I'd be happier, obviously, working for myself than working for a governor.
For JPN's Dave Croxford, the pressure's already showing.
So, you know, I prefer to sort of go out one evening, you know. I mean, I didn't learn nothing this morning. All I learnt was how cold it is up there. 4:30. See, this is biscuits on the visor, you can't get it off. I had to stop at Parliament Square and get a cop and clean it.
And third was David Jones on the Triumph Trident, 29 minutes 41.2 and 76.25. The other John Player Norton Commando rider, Dave Croxford, had a lap in 39 minutes 29.4 after brushing the hedge at Governor's Bridge, and certainly not enjoying these early mornings.
You know, I mean, I've been round it pretty quick. You know, sort of 98 mile an hour, and Christ, this morning I went out and I just didn't remember one bloody bit. Governor's Bridge. I couldn't get round it, didn't have enough lock. I hit the wall. Yeah, I couldn't get round. How to get round it? Yeah, I turned and it wouldn't go round. I went into the wall. I don't know. Still, let's go have a cup of tea. Where's the van?
Croxford might well be worried. Some of the world's best have fallen at Governor's Bridge.
Governor's Bridge is what might, as Anton said earlier, might be termed a bloody booby trap at the end of the race, because it's it comes downhill, banks, dips, and goes right almost round on itself, which means that a machine, you can't bank the machine too much. You've got to have a fair amount of steering lock in order to get round the corner. But at the same time, on other sections of the course, it's so bloody treacherous, you need a restricted lock to stop your steering from wobbling from side to side and throwing you off the bike.
No, Governor's is a tight one. It's the tightest you'll get.
The thing is, I'd rather not see this baby drop. It's £1,000 worth of bike, you know.
And in third place was Graham Bentman on the 745 Norton, 28 minutes 33.4, an average speed of 79.27.
I know it will go quicker. I know I can go quicker, and it is early days yet. We've got the rest of the week, 3 more days. I've also got the opportunity to go around the circuit in a road machine, or on a road bike or a car, to sort of gain further knowledge of the circuit. It's purely a case of knowing where you're going half the time.
Croxford still doesn't know his way round. At the speed he rides, that could be fatal.
I think this is another 2. This is where I get confused now. This is where, you know, if I'm in a race, I'd like to follow a guy, you know. If I think there's a quick guy I'm with, I should just follow him through. Because I just watch the guy change down and brake. But I just, you know, hoping, you know, knows where he's going.
The roads become the course. Through valley and over mountains, the riders must practice. Memory is all important. Last year, a rider new to the course, riding fast and confident, turned left on a right-hand bend.
Now, I must admit, driving along here now, see what was traffic. It makes me wonder how I managed to get down here, or how anybody manages to get down here at 150 or 140 anyway.
You're still going to get movement on this. You'd be amazed at the amount of movement.
Yeah,
you can imagine the force in that tank, and you've got a 5-gallon. You're trying to brake for the first, say, the bottom of the first corner, the bottom of the Bray Hill.
soon as you've been through Bray Hill, the bottom of Bray Hill, you know you can do it faster. And each time you think you can do it faster, but this time arrives when you're doing it as fast as you want to do it. It ceases to be exciting, it becomes frightening.
A race official said later that Porter's condition was comfortable. A newcomer to the TT, 23-year-old Tony Osborne from Dagenham, crashed after covering only 2 miles on his first practice lap. Osborne misjudged the entrance to an S-bend at Braddon Bridge and his 650 Triumph hit the oak tree.
100 men have died on this course. Another will die soon. But is the circuit to blame?
As somebody has once said, the twist grip works both ways, and if they ride within their capabilities, as the vast majority of them do, they should survive. The object of the racing, after all, is to sort out the men from the boys and not the quick from the dead.
No 40 points should be on, shouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe it is, but it shouldn't be.
There is only one day to go before race week begins.
Well, we use it as an eliminator. Otherwise, it's another session lost. In fact, it was a little bit hairy because occasionally it would fire and then it wouldn't. So you're sort of committed yourself to a wide open throttle on the corner and nothing happening, and all of a sudden it'd come in at a great rush and you'll find yourself a bit of a twist, you know, going quicker than what you wanted to or even intended, and with the back wheels sort of stepping out, you know. But otherwise, quite good. In fact, we're looking forward to a good ride on it now.
Next you got, I'll have to look at the sign. I know when I get there, see, this is my trouble at the moment. I don't really know where I'm going, but when I see the sign, I think, oh, yeah, I know it's a bridge, or it's a left-hand, or it's a right-hander. But this is Governor's Bridge. No, that was Governor's Bridge. This is how much I know the place. Oh, Braddon Bridge. That's reasonable.
Race day, Saturday, June the 2nd. Practice over and Croxford is still unsure of the fastest way round. Today is the production bike race. The first ride of 2 for Williams. For him, no worries about knowing the way round. Just how fast should he go?
No, my stars are good at down the mirror, though.
Are they? What is it?
There's no need to be unsure about yourself today. That was a good star reading, it was pretty good. I've got a full tank now, I'm going to do 2 laps coming. I've still got to have about 1.5 gallons in the tank. I'm just taking excess weight. Waiting on the other side of the circuit, you know, the guy's got the flag and he drops it down, you run like hell, you know, and you lean over your bike. And this is every time I do this, I come screaming over, I leap on it, and as I kick it down, I knock it in the gear and it goes, whoa. Almost a big flash. But once I'm on a bike on down Braille, I'm all right, you know, I'm awake. And I can concentrate on racing.
You won't be coming out till I get a phone call. So don't sort of panic.
Where are they? You want to see what it's up?
Yes, it's down the side.
Is it?
Hello, Bluff Bridge here. All the barriers are in place between here and Sobre Bridge.
The machines are lined up. The riders are also lined up. The timekeeper stands in the middle of Glencrutchery Road. Just a few seconds to go now before the start. The riders all look at the timekeeper, waiting for that flag to rise and drop, and the sprint across to their machines. And it's up and down, and the race underway, and as we look to number 1, Peter Williams.
The race is quickly over for the JPN team. Croxford crashed on lap 1. Williams, when in the lead, failed to finish lap 3.
The reports over the tannoy said gearbox, which is the old problem again. But, you know, you don't really know what to say after things like this when all our hopes were pinned on this.
Williams, bitterly disappointed, still has one more chance. Wednesday, the race of the power bikes. Will the Formula 750 gearbox survive the grueling 188-mile race?
Well, hi there and welcome once again on Manx Radio in TT Week to Forecasting the Races. And as usual, we have our team of 3 experts to discuss what could be the best and fastest race of the week, the Formula 750. I think everyone agrees that Formula 750 is the John Player Nortons against the Suzukis and the Triumphs.
I think, John, if we put you on the spot and see what your thoughts are on this big race.
Of course, everybody's talking John Player Norton, and Peter Williams has really put in a fantastic lap. But I don't think it's going to be Peter's day. I'm going to upset lots of people here again. I think he's going to get a lap over the 108 that Hayward's got. I really do. But I think that's going to be it. I've got a feeling that Peter might just go a little bit sort of too much with the Norton.
It's the unpredictability of the Nortons, especially the gearbox, which they've been plagued with for years.
Yes.
And this has robbed them of so many wins, hasn't it?
It has indeed. I mean, it's done it already this year.
I'm amazed that for now 2 or 3 years now we've had the same gearbox trouble. Now, why don't they get down and say, right, this must stop. Let's cure this. Let's play from race to race and continue having this sort of gearbox bother. I don't know. I'm sure our friends from overseas wouldn't have it if the thing wasn't right. They'd scrap it and start again.
It's an attitude in Britain we seem unable to afford. Against the vast investments of Japan and the States, our premier team, based at Thruxton amid Dickensian gloom, consists of just 13. 4 hand-built machines, little money, and a bike incapable of winning with the gearbox it's got.
It means, in effect, that the shafts are out of line. But they were very much more out of line last year because they were unsupported. And this caused breakages, but doing it as we are at the moment, it is just a little out of line. It's a matter of a few thou. It's not true engineering, but it's having to make the best of a bad job, really.
No, you just can't tell.
No.
You've only got about 500 RPM, and you just can't keep it there.
Does it feel any different?
Well, it felt worse, if anything.
If Norton's came up with the right engine and the right gearbox, Norton's and Britain could have a world champion. They could have a world champion bike, and they could have a world champion rider. I can't really believe British industry is quite that completely bankrupt. So where's the new gearbox? And where's our new engine? The time's going past.
I know that Peter has been plagued with troubles like this, and I just hope tomorrow he will overcome them. But I can't see anybody beating Jack Finlay at all.
So what about a forecast from John?
Vic Grant, Tony Jeffries, Jack Finlay.
And Dennis?
No, I think it's going to be Finlay.
June the 6th, race day for the Formula 750 power bikes. Graham Bentman may dream of winning at his very first try, but Stewart's bike throughout practice has been burning up oil and risks engine seizure. To finish out of 82 starters should be success enough for Bentman, but only a win will satisfy Williams. Croxford, with a damaged foot, must watch today's race from the grandstand.
Oh, fancy getting back this early. Where's my watch? I can imagine Peter now being very tensed up. After I think Saturday's race where, we packed up. Just sort of one of our chances. Now we've got sort of one chance left, and unfortunately, being Peter as he sort of knows the Isle of Man, it's sort of down on Pete. Sort of now, they don't want him to win the race. They want him to break the lap record as well. Go on, Pete. See what he can do.
No sugar. Bloody nuisance.
William's family arrive, son Jonathan and his wife Kerry. Neither will watch the race. Kerry just wants to be near, should anything happen. Christine Bentman will be watching, sustained by pills. She and the 3 children will chart Dad's progress.
Jonathan likes the way Daddy falls off. He says, Daddy, you do great when you fall off.
In fact, they've seen me fall off, I think, more times than I like to mention. They get to the stage now and then, oops, Daddy's down again.
Yvette, do you want some coffee?
Yeah. I certainly would like to sort of get somewhere around the 95 mark, if I could. You know, I couldn't hope to achieve anything near 100 on account of the fact that I value life too much. Plus the fact I've got, you know, the wife and children.
"9:30, and under the ever-watchful eye of team manager Perez, the mechanics wheel out the big 750s for fueling, tire checks, and the race scrutineers.
All right, well, I'm happy with T1.
Morning, Harry.
Yeah.
Morning. Morning.
Yeah.
Makes me want to cry. Robert, job you.
Race bikes have all at one time been standard factory machines. Now modified with gadgets, dreamt up by sponsors in their continual search for speed, they must pass inspection from scrutineers provided by the race organizers, the Autocycle Union, an offshoot of the Motorists RAC.
Where's this prime? What's the examination card?
Oh, yes. Did you bring his helmet? The bike.
Their first object is to make sure the bike is race-worthy. They've got to check that everything is done up tight, there's no oil pipes are going to break, there's no oil, the wheel nuts are all tight, the spokes are good, this sort of thing, you know, to make sure the bike is safe to run.
We only like to let you look at it, to point it out to you. I mean, you don't have to do it.
All right? Okay.
Stewart's machine passes scrutineers with no sign of an oil problem. However, things aren't so straightforward for the JPN team. The front wheel spindle has broken loose and won't pass scrutineers.
Something I'm not too happy about, and on the front spindle. I think we better have it out and a little bit more weld around there. It's just for our own peace of mind, really. We've got about 4 hours anyway, so, you know.
A press party. It has been said that for them, bad news is often good news. So, if Norton is to succeed internationally, it is these men they must impress today with a conclusive win in a very fast time. In a hotel bedroom, Williams's wife, Kerry, sits out the waiting hour.
I should never have got married, maybe, if I had realised that a few years after getting married, I would be subjecting myself, and therefore those close to me, with these sort of pressures. Anybody that is at the top of the tree rides to win. He's not satisfied with anything but a win. You can have a good second place. I've had a bloody sight too many, but you're riding to win. You have to.
Do like this.
Maybe my first loyalty is to myself, and racing is what I want to do. My home life is affected a lot by the tensions.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Didn't work on that, isn't it?
If my wife did ask me to stop racing, I wouldn't. But she never would. I couldn't stop racing. And I wonder sometimes whether I'm a complete person because of this. It becomes almost a matter of desperation, I would think. It comes before anything else, unfortunately. That's the trouble.
Minute practice so far. Leading the way has been number 6, Peter Williams, on the John Player Norton, a lap of 21 minutes, 24.2 seconds, a speed of 105.76. Second fastest in practice was number 3, Jack Findlay, on the big Suzuki, 21 minutes, 39 seconds, 104.56.
Here in the Isle of Man, the scene is set for what could well be the most exciting race of the 1973 TT week. It's the 5-lap race for Formula 750cc machines. The riders are now lined up in the grid in front of me. There are 83 entries. Challenging the might of these big 750 power bikes. Now the minute board has gone up. The riders are watching the man with the flag. This is the time when they're about to set off on what may be the race of their lives. And the starter's flag has dropped, and Dave Nixon and Jeff Barry push off. Dave Nixon on a buoyant triumph. Jeff Barry from Derby. Dave Nixon with quite a success behind him. Third in the production 50 and now Tony Jeffries with a 100-mile-an-hour lap behind him in the production 50 earlier this week. And now Helmut Dahmer and Peter Williams are away. Peter Williams, of course, on the John Player Norton, by far the favourite for this race because he put in the fastest lap in practice, a lap which even beats the existing lap record.
The riders set off at intervals of 10 seconds. Only 38 will finish the race. For those the riders leave behind, the wait can be long and cruel. Impotent to help, they will their men round and listen anxiously to the tannoy.
Will it be number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? Will Jeffries be ahead of Findlay, or will Findlay be ahead of... And they come 2 together, 3 together, and they're really fine. Look out there. Number 2, number 1 in the lead. Tank it over, and number 2. It's 1, 2, 3 on the road. It's Dave Nixon, Jeff Barry, and Jack Findlay. And it is number 6 overtaking number 4 on the inside. Number 6, Peter Williams, whipping past number 4. Tony Jeffries on the inside, just before we come to the corner. Peter Williams, we said that the machine may not be reliable, but the rider is.
I intend to try and win it at the slowest speed possible. But I think everybody tries to do that. And no race, particularly the Isle of Man, is is a certainty.
And already problems. Bentman's engine won't start.
Time over this very testing 37 3/4 mile mountain course.
The general consensus of opinion is that Findlay will be here first, but with Williams right behind him, so it'll be interesting to see what's happening, and he's the first bike. It sounds like a four-stroke, it might even be Williams. It is Williams in the lead, Williams with Findlay behind him. Williams is first with Findlay behind him at below. The next rider is number 2, Jeff Barry.
Not last year, the year before, in fact, I lost concentration completely. And it was almost fatal. You know, I just got so out of gear for about, I should think, 2 or 3 miles, which was through a series of bends. I was just going in at the wrong speeds, in the wrong gear. Just, you know, just completely went. In fact, I had to shut the throttle off, slow right down and sort of say, OK, engine, you know, steady on.
Certainly, if you could learn the Isle of Man, every section of it, as well as you can learn a short circuit, such as Brands Hatch or Thruxton or Imola in Italy, or any place that is only 3 or 4 miles long, if you could learn it as well as you know those places. I mean, I'd lap the Honda 750, I'd hope I'd lap at about 110, but I doubt if I will. Because I can't, nobody can learn it that well. I hope I'll be able to lap, well, I won't say, but I'd like to be able to lap at 108.
We can hear the machine. Here he is, Peter Williams, number 6. Just listen to this machine as he goes through.
106 miles an hour from a standing start. It's better than the Formula bikes have done from a flying start ever before. Too fast, really. We don't have to go that quick, I don't think.
Norton's chairman worries for the gearbox. But their machines must stand the pace if they mean to win races.
Number 3, Jack Findlay, 21 minutes 38. Number 7, Stan Woods, 22 minutes 6. Number 4, Tony Jeffries, 22 minutes 7. 2 seconds covering 3 riders, and Peter Williams out in front.
Carving off the seconds, bettering personal bests, the riders race the course. But why? With a win, Norton's export drive could boom. But does that make a man race the straights at 164 miles per hour? Most can't explain it. This single-minded urge to win at any cost.
When they push off, I get butterflies in my stomach and hope that they're going to come back in one piece. And so do they, of course, or else they wouldn't do it. But the challenge is there, as the challenge is in the north face of the Eiger, in Beecher's Brook, in skin diving, in parachuting, in flying test aeroplanes. And this is one of the things that makes these boys tick.
There's always a goal. You've got my best time around here is 25 minutes, which is 91 mile an hour thereabouts. Obviously, I'd like to improve on that.
Well, his first lap time was 19.2 seconds in 4 minutes, and it's 93 mile an hour. That's his best time.
We look now for number 6. The watches are ticking away to see what lap speed it's going to be. Here he is, number 6, Peter Williams. The race leader, number 6, Peter Williams, just cranked it over 20 with 5 seconds. And the watchers ticking away, just working out lap times to see what lap he's done on a flying lap. 21 minutes 14.4 was his first lap, 106.58. And on our timing, he's knocked just 9 seconds off that, 21 minutes 5.4, just over 107 miles an hour.
This ceaseless quest for seconds must have some material rewards. What does a top racer earn?
I suppose on average, I'd probably earn £200 a meeting, I suppose. Possibly more. A good weekend, you can earn probably £1,000, £1,500, quite easy. Like Mallory Park this weekend, Sunday, it's a superbike race. If you win that, plus your start money, a good guy, I'm talking about a good guy, would probably pick up £700, which is quite reasonable, really. As long as my foot gets ready, you know, my foot must be ready. I've got to eat.
Leaderboard men still swapping and changing as we come towards the end of lap 3. But with the one big time interval there of 1 minute and 48 seconds between number 6, Peter Williams. And here is the leader, number 6, Peter Williams. And this looks like his pit stop lap.
Williams has over a minute's lead, but a slow pit stop could put him back into second place. Perez has trained the mechanics to a precision routine. At 12 seconds, he blows a whistle. A signal there should be enough fuel for 2 more laps. As the gravity-fed fuel slurps in, the mechanic must make the decision. Has Williams enough fuel to finish the race?
Number 8, you're pushing away.
I've got traction giving
On lap 1, Bentman achieved his personal best, but the machine is dangerously low on oil and the engine beginning to misfire.
The land machine constantly changed. They sent in large choice of oil, Castrol, the oil always chosen for many, many years. I think I've just over 106 miles per hour. Well, we have the answer now. He's lapped as much only.
I would like to think that I'll get in the first dozen anyway. I wouldn't say anything more than that. But I'll wait and see.
First half a dozen, yeah, first 6. It's a possibility, you know. It is a possibility. I mean, well, anything can happen, can't it? I mean, it's ridiculous, you know.
Williams over to the bungalow.
And surely Peter Williams is going so fast now that he must have left all his TT gremlins well behind. Surely nothing now can rob Peter Williams of his first TT victory, as we expect him any moment now at the bungalow on his 5th and final lap. Number 70 has just gone through. Graham Bentman on his Norton, a very sick Norton, I'm afraid. But it's Peter Williams we're looking for. Peter Williams we expect to see. The machine approaching us now is not Peter Williams. I see a machine approach. I see the crowd wave. This has got to be Williams. It's the red, white and blue streamlining. And number 6, Peter Williams, goes past the bungalow. And I've never seen crowds waving like this. What a popular winner this is going to be. And Peter Williams is past the bungalow on lap 5, coming through with 6.5 miles to go to the checkered flag to win the International Formula 750 TT race of 1973.
It's Bentman, however, first across the line, but he's 40 miles behind the leader, and his machine, misfiring badly, seems unlikely to collect him £10 and a finisher's medal for his first TT race.
This is the man. Now this is the man here, number 6, Peter Williams. Crosses the line down. On the grandstand there, full, getting way too, and Peter Williams are 40 for the
You got a 1-2 probably as well.
Hey?
You got a 1-2 probably.
So I see. Yeah, but it's smoking like hell.
Is it?
Yeah. Thank you, Frank.
Triumph. For Williams, a desperate urge briefly satisfied. For his wife, relief till the next race. And for the Norton, a moment's glory. But since this race, the JPN team has failed to win in England, Spain, or America.
Peter, you were fantastic. You gave us all a heart failure. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely tremendous.
No problem.
Nice one, sir.
Thank you.
Bloody bike! Listen, 93 you did on that first lap.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, till the bike started going wrong. It was flying first of all.
I know, 93. From a standing start that was. Yeah.
Fresh air. Hello, Carl.
Peter won it. I've got to give him a kiss, have I? Oh my God. Oh, was that nice? Again? Oh, look, they want your autograph. No.
That'll be done.
How's that? Autograph from last place. Must be close on.
The Bentmans will probably never know the tension of the team rider. Committed to a family life, he can choose when to race. Not for him the constant endeavor, the extra risk on the twisty bend, or that inner compulsion to win that Williams must endure to the end of his days.